What is up, YouTube? Dots Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you guys a quick Telvar stone farming guide, which also kind of acts as a combination leveling / gold guide. Now, this is the method that I personally use when I'm looking to not only grind XP, but make some gold as well, because Telvar stones are able to be converted into certain things that you can actually sell for a lot of gold, and the XP grinds, especially in certain spots, are also pretty good. Now, granted, you don't make as much gold as a pure farming method, or maybe as much XP as a pure XP grinding method, but this is a great way to kind of get a mid-ground between the two, and you can accomplish both tasks at the same time. And plus, if you like PvP, this is also a really good way to get some XP and or gold farming in as well. Now, what am I talking about? If you already know what Telvar is, and you should know, I'm talking about the Imperial City, which is located at the center of Cyrodiil. So for those of you who don't know, yes, it is a PvP zone, but it is a great spot to accomplish some really solid gold farming and XP grinding. If you haven't seen my PvP basics guide, I'm going to actually cover a little bit here on the Imperial City, and then I'll get into the method itself. But if you want a more in-depth overview, I'd recommend checking that video out. So the Imperial City has two sections. You have the city above and the sewers below. Within the sewers, your faction has a home base that has vendors, crafting areas, daily quests, and ladders that take you to different districts of the city above. Also, while you're in the Imperial City, if you kill a mob or another player, you gain this currency Telvar that I mentioned earlier in the video. Telvar can be exchanged at certain merchants in your faction's home base within the sewers for various items, but I'm going to go over what specifically you're going to want to buy to flip for profit within in a little bit. As I said earlier, the city up top is divided into various districts that your faction can take control of, and if you take control of a certain district, you will gain more Telvar stones while farming within that district. And as you accrue more and more Telvar, you will also increase the amount of Telvar you loot from certain mobs. Now, if you die while in the Imperial City, you are going to lose the majority of your Telvar stones that you are carrying. So it is a good idea to go back to the bank in your faction's base every now and then to deposit your hard-earned stones. Mobs also drop key fragments, which allow you to open loot chests around IC and in the IC dungeons that offer great loot, so you're able to sell these for a good price. Now, with all of that covered, we're going to get into why you're here, how to make gold and farm XP at the same time. Like I said, you have two different areas, the sewers and the city. Both are great for farming, but they're each a little bit better at certain things. When you're in the city above, you get more Telvar than you do farming in the sewers, and you get a little bit less experience. But in the sewers, you get a little bit less Telvar, but more overall experience. So it's up to you to choose whether or not you're there for more Telvar or more XP, and then choose your area accordingly. Now, when you're up top, you simply want to farm the various mobs around the districts, and if you see any other players that are on your faction, you can also group up with them to kill the big bosses roaming around the districts, because those will net you a pretty good amount of Telvar stones. Now, when you're in the sewers, there is a path near each of the home bases that's best to farm. For EP, you're looking at this route right here. For DC, you are looking at this one, and for the Almeri Dominion, you are looking at this route. Now, you're going to run that part of the sewers and kill all the mobs, but you want to avoid the big boss guys that are walking around down here. They're extremely difficult to kill, and the reward for actually killing them is basically nothing. It is not worth the time and the effort. So once you have a stack of Telvar and a stack of key fragments, what should you buy with your Telvar stones? The key fragments you're pretty much just going to want to sell on guild traders, but what about the Telvar? What should you buy? Personally, I am a fan of consistency, so I like to buy Hokkaido with my Telvar and sell those on the guild trader. If you're a little bit more daring, you could also buy loot boxes that contain random pieces of gear in them, and buy those boxes that contain the gear pieces. You open them, and then you can sell certain gear pieces for a lot, but remember, there is no guarantee. There are some other gear sets you could purchase and sell as well, but I check the prices on them first to see if they're worth your time. And like I said, in terms of the key fragments, hold on to them and sell them on the guild trader. You could also buy these alchemy packs, these alchemy satchels that will have a ton of herbs in them. So you could also buy those, open those, and sell the herbs. That is also another option for gold. But me personally, I am the biggest fan of Hokkaido, as I find that to be one of the most steady forms of making gold. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, very, very quick video. Just wanted to cover the Telvar farming as well as the experience farming. I've had a couple people in Discord ask me about this video, so I wanted to make it for you guys really, really quick. If you guys like this video, I would appreciate if you smacked a like on it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And for more great Elder Scrolls Online content as well as other gaming content, I'd appreciate if you hit that sub button as well as hit the bell to make sure that you're keeping notifications on. So I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by today. I very much appreciate it. As always, I'm Dots Gaming, and I'll see you all in the next one.